Is Velocicoaster really Universal Orlando's best coaster, or is it all hype? What people consider the best roller coaster is going to vary a lot from person to person based on what's best for them. Different thrill levels, theming details, and more can influence a person's own unique opinion. I've ridden over 200 roller coasters and studied, visited, and worked in theme parks for over 25 years. I'm also a Universal Orlando Resort Annual Passholder, so I've been there numerous times over the last few years. I'm going to give my personal rankings for the best roller coasters at Universal Orlando, and hopefully you'll learn a little more about them by the end of this video for your next Universal trip. Want to have an amazing Universal Orlando vacation? Work with me as your travel advisor and Universal specialist. With the help of my host agency, Withdrawals Travel, I'll help plan your next epic, stress-free adventure, whether you're a family with kids, a solo traveler, or a member of the LGBTQ+ community. The link is in the description below. Number 12, Pteranodon Flyers, Universal Islands of Adventure. Pteranodon Flyers is the only coaster I haven't ridden on this list because it requires you to have a child when you ride. No adult-only riders. Suspended under the track as if you're being carried around by a pteranodon, it just consists of a small lift and gradual glide down around the Jurassic Park area of the park. Number 11, Trolls Troller Coaster, Universal Studios Florida. Recently rethemed to Trolls, this kids coaster features some theming and not many thrills. It's cute, especially for kids, but I wouldn't recommend waiting in a long line for it unless you have a small child that really wants to ride it. Number 10, Flight of the Hippogriff, Universal Islands of Adventure. The best of what I would consider Universal Orlando's kids coasters, Flight of the Hippogriff really has its theme going for it, as it's located between Hogwarts Castle and Hagrid's Hut. It's not something that most grown-ups are going to want to do over and over, but it's a great option for small riders looking for their first roller coaster. Number 9, Curse of the Werewolf, Universal Epic Universe. A bit too short to be considered anything other than a family coaster, Curse of the Werewolf has some fun launches and theming throughout its ride experience. It even launches you backwards. The spinning adds a nice thrill here, but nothing that's going to make you feel like you're too out of control. I just wish the ride was a little longer. Number 8, Minecart Madness, Universal Epic Universe. A family coaster with some fun thrills and a unique jump the track element throughout the ride, this roller coaster is fun, but rather short for how long its line gets. It's also pretty bumpy, especially for a newer ride. The bumpiness adds to the idea of riding in and out of control minecart, but keep that in mind before riding. The theming is really great though, and this is definitely recommended for anyone who loves Donkey Kong or Mario from Nintendo. Number 7, Hiccup Swing Gliders, Universal Epic Universe. With a fun theme around How to Train Your Dragon and some surprisingly fun launches, Hiccup Swing Gliders is a great family coaster with charming theming and a great way to view Isle of Berk at Epic Universe. With enough thrills to not be considered a kids coaster, the onboard audio also really adds to the experience here. That first launch always takes me by surprise. Number 6, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, Universal Studios Florida. A dark ride and roller coaster hybrid, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts has massive screens and visual sets to accompany its coaster-like experience. Though it does contain elements like a tilt track and a small launch, the coaster portion of this ride isn't too long or intense, meaning it's great for families and Harry Potter fans who will love the details in the queue while they wait. I do recommend using Express Pass for this as the line gets long, so consider purchasing it or staying at an on-site hotel that includes it. Number 5, Revenge of the Mummy, Universal Studios Florida. Airtime moments, backwards and forwards launches, fire effects, and a fun theme await you on Revenge of the Mummy. A roller coaster that grows on me every time I ride it, it's one of the best examples of a family-friendly, thrilling indoor roller coaster. If you want a thrilling way to get out of the Florida heat, this is the ride for you. Highly re-rideable, some effects show their age from time to time, but the park recently performed a refurb on this ride that has almost everything looking great and ready to thrill for years to come. Number 4, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, Universal Islands of Adventure. One of the most well-themed coasters on this list, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure features immersive story moments and several unique elements, including multiple launches, a drop track, and backwards moments. That doesn't mean it's too intense for families to ride though. I think this roller coaster has the perfect balance of thrill and theme, making it a must-do for those who are looking for immersive, thrilling rides. Though it can get long lines, this ride takes Universal Express Pass now, But if you don't have that, you can also take advantage of early park admission to ride this before the lines get too long, and I highly recommend doing that. This queue is my least favorite on property. Number 3, Incredible Hulk, Universal Islands of Adventure. An icon since its opening in 1999 with Islands of Adventure, the Incredible Hulk coaster still stands strong on people's rankings of best coasters anywhere, let alone Universal Orlando. With an uphill 0 to 40 mph launch straight into a barrel roll over the park, it's a classic and intense coaster that flips riders upside down 7 times, more than any other coaster on this list. It can be a bit bumpy, but it isn't too rough to take away from the experience. I think it actually helps beef up this ride's intensity. Check out my video of off-ride footage of the Incredible Hulk if you're interested in seeing what this marvel is really capable of. Before we get to my top 2 favorite roller coasters at Universal Orlando, let's give a shout out to Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios Florida. This roller coaster is closing in 2025, which is why I haven't included it in this list. However, I've had a lot of fun on this ride over the years with its airtime and fun song choices for on-ride audio. True, it's a bit bumpy, but I'm personally going to miss looking up at the sky while Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain plays. Number 2, Stardust Racers, Universal Epic Universe. A mock dueling launch coaster with a great inversion, nicknamed the Celestial Spin, Stardust Racers is the most intense ride at Epic Universe, and one of the most intense rides at the entire resort. With loads of airtime and a fun onboard audio soundtrack that changes depending on if you're riding during the day or night, this ride duels beautifully and reminds you that roller coasters can be works of art flying through the night sky. One of the fastest roller coasters at Universal Orlando and in Universal as a whole, Stardust Racers is a must-do on a trip to Epic Universe, and some people's favorite roller coaster at Universal Orlando Resort. Check out my review for my first trip to Epic Universe or my walkthrough of Epic Universe to learn more about Universal Orlando's newest theme park. Number 1, Velocicoaster, Universal Islands of Adventure. Yep, Velocicoaster is number 1. Velocicoaster is an Intamin launch coaster with 2 launches, 4 inversions, and a top speed of 70 mph, among the Velociraptors of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movie series. It may be my favorite roller coaster anywhere, so it makes sense for me to have it placed at the top of this list. It's smooth, thrilling, and has a really fun theme with lots of airtime moments on those inversions. It also happens to be one of the biggest roller coasters in Florida and Orlando, as well as the fastest roller coaster at Universal Orlando Resort. Those are my rankings for the best roller coasters at Universal Orlando. Do you agree? Leave a comment and let me know what your favorite Universal Orlando roller coaster is and why. And if you're interested in experiencing these roller coasters for yourself, consider working with me as your travel agent. Planning a Universal Orlando vacation, especially when you want to optimize your coaster experience, can be overwhelming and pretty stressful. My expertise means a seamless, stress-free trip for you. I'll help you navigate ride closures, find the best deals, and create a personalized itinerary tailored to your group's preferences. Whether you're chasing the next launch coaster, seeking a highly themed coaster experience, or looking for something else entirely. The link is in the description below. Like and subscribe for more videos about Universal Orlando, as well as other theme park and travel adventures. Have an epic day.